So, we're back. We sat through Thor. I don't know if we really say we watched it.
I mean, it's been a movie we watched so many times already.
Sure.
That there's nothing new that could be revealed to us, really.
We basically just talked to each other throughout the whole movie.
It's definitely a startup movie. It's an origin story movie. Learn what this character is about to those that don't know. See this character for the first time on screen. For those that do know, it's not the strongest Marvel movie, but it is a strong way for this character to start.
Yeah.
Not only that, but also introduces, I think, one of the strongest villains.
Yeah.
Because Loki, once we get to Avengers, you'll see. If you've seen Avengers already, which I hope you have, you already know.
If you haven't, I don't know why you're watching this video.
Yeah.
Very odd.
Mm-hmm. You're a strange one. We're trying to figure you out still, but we'll get you there.
We finished off the vodka. There wasn't really much left, so we're not drunk at all.
No.
We're really sober, honestly.
We started here, and all that was left was down here, so...
Yeah. It is what it is.
We'll get another bottle next week.
Was there anything that really stood out in this movie to you? Particular scenes, moments?
Not really. I mean, every time I see Hawkeye on the screen, I'm like, cool. Just because it's cool to see characters that I remember sitting there in the theater, seeing this for the first time, going, oh, cool! I've never seen that character in a movie before. I've seen them in cartoons, seen them in the comic books, maybe TV shows here and there, but never on the silver screen.
Yeah.
Like, it was just a really cool moment to see. This is just the very start of this universe being built.
Yeah. And
it was amazing to sit there and watch. Even though it's a bland movie, there's not a lot that happens. But it's all very essential as to the core of all these characters.
Yeah. I think this is the first movie that we've rewatched. Like all the other movies, it's been a while since I've seen them. Even though I've seen them a ton of times, it's been a while since I've seen them.
Yeah.
This is the first one that didn't live up to what I remembered it being.
Yeah.
Whereas with Hulk, I was already like, Hulk is just an average movie that I think is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Thor was like a movie where I was like, I was really surprised. This was a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. Watching it again now after, I don't know how many years it's been since I saw the first Thor, and like, not as good as what I remembered it being.
Yeah.
It's not bad by any means. Still a decent movie. Still very watchable, but it's not as good as what I remembered at all.
The thing that bugs me the most is how Thor looks. Because he's very blonde in this. His eyebrows and his beard. Mm-hmm. Whereas they give him a more natural hair color look from that point on. Yeah.
And it doesn't help. I mean, I know we're trying to review these in order, but we just recently had Thor Ragnarok.
Came out digitally. So, of course, we watched it.
Yeah. But even if it didn't come out digitally, it came out in theaters just back in October, November.
Yeah.
So, about 4 or 5 months ago.
Mm-hmm. And it's by far the best Thor movie.
It's one of the better Marvel movies.
It's in my top 3.
Yeah. Which...
It's actually my top 2, I think.
Yeah. And we'll get to that.
Yeah.
At some point. But it's kind of hard to leave that out of it. It's easier to not talk about Iron Man 3 when reviewing something like Iron Man 1 and Iron Man 2.
Right.
Because Iron Man 3 came out so long ago. Mm-hmm. But the fact that we got Thor so early in the cinematic universe, and another Thor so recently, in this recent one being so good, it really hurt watching this movie.
Yeah. You sit there and you think about all the, this is good, but I want to get to where it's at now.
Yeah.
You have to get to this part first and then make your way to where it gets really, really good.
Yeah. So we're getting to our rankings now, I guess?
Yeah, let's go ahead and break down the rankings.
Stan Lee's cameo. Stan Lee shows up in a truck trying to pull a hammer out, and the truck bed just goes flying off.
Yeah, because they try to chain it up, and nope, won't budge.
Pretty comical part. He actually gets a line in.
Did we get it?
Yeah.
So, ranking cameos so far. I'd have to put it Iron Man 1, him as Hugh Hefner, still the best cameo. I think Thor is the second one. Comical line, just fits right in there pretty well. Him interacting with the hammer. Then Iron Man 2, being mistaken for Larry King. And then in Hulk, when he drinks a Hulk-powered beverage.
Yeah. For me, I got this one as the best one. He's actually in there for longer than a split second. He gets a line in. It's funny. It's a funny scene. It's not just like, oh, hey, we're going to dress you up as someone that you vaguely resemble.
Yeah.
And have you actually kind of play that part. Mm-hmm. This one, he's just kind of funny guy.
Yeah.
So I have that as my best one, then Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, then Hulk.
Okay.
Okay.
After credit scenes. For this, we were watching the movie, got to the credits, then we stopped the movie, started preparing to make this video.
Yeah.
And then we're like, wait, what was the after credit scene?
Yeah.
Completely forgot about watching what it was.
It's kind of how little we paid attention to this movie.
Yeah. Okay, ranking of after credit scenes so far. Iron Man 1, of course, because it's got Nick Fury telling Tony Stark.
You changed it. You changed it.
No. After credit scene.
I thought you had Iron Man 2, then Iron Man 1.
I thought I had Iron Man 1, then 2.
Okay, I may have had it wrong. Whatever. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah. So, oh no, I guess I did have it. Iron Man 2, then Iron Man 1 last time. Okay, so Iron Man 2.
Do you want to change it now?
Upon reflection, yes. I do want to change it. So Iron Man 1, I think, is back to being the best one, now thinking back. So it's Tony Stark talking to Nick Fury about the Avengers Initiative. Sets up everything after that, It's just the tip of the iceberg. It's not even the tip. It's the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
And Thor, the after credit scene, is actually my second now. Because it sets up even more so, because now you get to see the Tesseract, which leads into the next movie, the first Captain America movie.
Yep.
So it's like this is the beginning of how the after credit scenes start to work.
Yeah.
And you start to see the next glimpse into tune in next week or tune in next time for,
It simultaneously sets up Captain America and
the Avengers
movie.
Yeah. So after that, Iron Man 2, when what was it?
Iron Man.
Coulson drives out to where the Thor's hammer had impacted. And,
Yep.
Yeah. And then Hulk, where General Ross and Tony Stark are talking in a bar.
Yep.
So Iron Man 1, Thor, Iron Man 2, Hulk.
Yep. That's the way I have it.
Okay.
That's the way I've always had it.
I changed.
He changed, so. Villain.
Villain? This has the best villain so far. Loki is by far the best villain in the 4 movies that we've drunk reviewed so far. Yeah, I mean, he's the god of mischief. He's just a very strong villain. You can see where his motivations come from very well.
Yeah.
And he's just... You love him as a villain as well.
Yeah.
And that's one of the most important key things is you gotta love the villain. You can love him and hate him, but you really do love him a lot.
Yeah. It's a good actor. He's got clear motivations, and his motivation becomes even stronger as the story progresses.
Right.
To where because he finds out he's not really, he's Odin's adopted son. He's not blood son.
Mm-hmm. So for me, top villain, Loki and Thor. Then Whiplash and Iron Man 2.
You had Thor, Hulk, then Iron Man 2.
Did I?
Yeah.
Last time I had Iron Man 2, Hulk. Iron Man 1. So, top villain, Loki and Thor. Then Whiplash and Iron Man 2. Then, what's-his-face, Blonsky in Hulk. And then Ironmonger in Iron Man 1.
Yeah. So I have it, Loki is top as well, followed by Whiplash, followed by Hulk, followed by Iron Man 1.
Okay. And then top movies. So far the movies that we reviewed is going in order. Is Iron Man 1, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, and then Thor. So my rankings are Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, Thor, then Hulk.
For me, I have it Iron Man 2, Iron Man 1, Thor, then Hulk.
Okay.
As much as I was disappointed by Thor rewatching it, I still feel like it's a better movie than Hulk was.
Yeah. So I think that pretty much wraps up this episode. I mean, there's not much to say.
No.
It's not a simple movie. I guess you could say it's simple. It's not one that has many layers upon it to delve into and to dissect. It's very straightforward.
Yeah.
You know, Thor, not worthy, get banished, become worthy, back to being Thor again.
Yep.
So, thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you when we watch Captain America: The First Avenger.
Yep. Bye.
Later.